to the kill zone.
Feel the silence chasing me. Shadows follow me everywhere I go. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone.
Feel the silence chasing me. Shadows follow me everywhere I go. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone.
Feel the silence chasing me. Shadows follow me everywhere I go. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone.
Welcome to
to the kill zone.
I feel the silence chasing me. Shadows follow me everywhere I go. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Kill zone. Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone.
There's a silence screaming in the dark. Footsteps echo when I fall apart. Eyes behind me, I can feel the weight.
Say my name, feel that flame.
Welcome to the kill zone. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Kill zone. Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone. Kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone.
I feel the silence chasing me. Shadows follow me everywhere I go. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Kill zone. Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone.
There's a silence screaming in the dark. Footsteps echo when I fall apart. Eyes behind me, I can feel the weight.
Say my name, feel that flame.
Welcome to the kill zone.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone.
Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Kill zone. Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone. Kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone.
I feel the silence chasing me. Shadows follow me everywhere I go. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Kill zone. Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone.
There's a silence screaming in the dark. Footsteps echo when I fall apart. Eyes behind me, I can feel the weight.
Say my name, feel that flame.
Welcome to
Welcome to the kill zone.
I feel the silence chasing me. Shadows follow me everywhere I go. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Kill zone. Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone.
There's a silence screaming in the dark. Footsteps echo when I fall apart. Eyes behind me, I can feel the weight.
Say my name, feel that flame.
Welcome to the kill zone. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Kill zone. Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone.
I feel the silence chasing me. Shadows follow me everywhere I go. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Kill zone. Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone.
There's a silence screaming in the dark. Footsteps echo when I fall apart. Eyes behind me, I can feel the weight.
Say my name, feel that flame.
Welcome to the kill zone.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone.
Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Kill zone. Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone. Welcome to the kill zone.
I feel the silence chasing me. Shadows follow me everywhere I go. Danger's near, I can feel it.
Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone. Kill zone. Say my name, feel that flame. Welcome to the kill zone.
There's a silence screaming in the dark.
Just post your toe pics. That's how. Fuck are you? Not, not the nipple. Alrighty, so open it up as we do usually. Opportunity for anybody to raise any concerns or anything that they wanted to bring up. Now is the time. Oi, get out of initiative. You are mounted. You're on the donkey cart right now. Press N when Alright, so quick recap of last session. Last session was the third and final episode of the siege battle. It's a lengthy siege battle. But after visiting the bandit camp, the bandit fort, and dispatching with their leader in one fell swoop after inadvertently triggering his major weakness to Silver and Kel's fist right through his face, you then decided to befriend the bandit camp and take their allegiance, which most of them offered heartily after suffering such poor conditions under the leadership of their previous captain. One such member of the group did not go along with what was decided and was quickly dispatched by Nolk, the quartermaster of the bandits. Upon packing up the camp, the werewolf co-captain, or second-in-command, returned and summoned forth his werewolf legions to assault the bandit fort that you guys were holed up in. After a hard and vicious battle where a number of bandits' lives were lost and many of you suffered pretty grievous wounds, although nothing permanent, you came out victorious by the hair of your teeth. Maybe some mental wounds. And you have now returned to Habrycg, the home of your little adventuring party. In tow are a number of bandits, 7 archers, Nolk, and 1 bandit captain. who has... Actually, no, sorry, the bandit captain died. So you've got 8 archers and Nolk and his wagon of supplies for his general shop. You approach into town with all your companions following along behind you. Your little party of them. And Fang and Darius. You approach into town on Darius's donkey cart, and just as you're about to dismount and head off to find Francesca, you see a very familiar sight. A purple portal appears next to you, and out of it steps a nibbler. Nibbler, you are dressed in what appears to be a full tuxedo. As you step out of this portal, you have got a tuxedo, you have got tail flaps on your vest, you have got a top hat and a cane. And at the top of this cane is a hand with pointer finger held skyward, and it is made of solid gold. It's about the size of probably your average mouse. And you step forth, and as you step out, and Fang, you can hear this too, as Darius has fucked off somewhere else. Coming from... Why are you invisible? Why are you invisible? Oh, your token is really tiny. I see. But coming from the portal behind Nibbler as he steps out is the sound of music. A very calm, gentle, but also party music. You think sort of upper class, nobles and that sort of sort might listen to this sort of music. Sort of music you guys have never really heard before, but you recognize it as upper class. It instills that vibe in you. And then the portal closes. And you are now all standing in Habrycg, which seems relatively empty, but it is early in the morning. The only person teetering about is Lucy, who seems to be tending to the animals over in the stable, currently feeding them and watering them. What do you do? Thank you, Mocha. I appreciate that a lot. You can leave it on. It won't give you any more information than what you've already got. It's attached to Kel. Yeah. You could just turn the sound off. But yes, thank you. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that a lot. I don't know. I'm not worried about the money. Yes, what do you guys do? As you were about to book it, you realize that Darius has shrunk down, and you need a laser-guided apparatus from inside your house to get him back to proper size. He's hiding inside the grass. You can't even see him. Darius, you get swallowed by Dire Blood, who grabs you in their teeth. Bloop. Spits you out. Why won't it mount you? Oh, because you're not a mountable character, that's right. Alrighty. As you approach the stable, you see Lucy grabbing some hay and throwing it out outside the stable area. You see her walk over to the edge, throw some hay out onto the ground, and you realize quite quickly that the cow up here to the north, while walking around, will not enter the stable area. She seems to have trained the cows to not enter the storage section as it comes around to get a feed. And she hears you coming. She turns around, goes, "Oh, hello. I'm a little busy right now, but how can I help?" "Oh yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm been very busy. There's lots of cows and new animals, and I should let you know there's a wolf wandering around. I think it might be one of yours." "Yeah, it looks," and she points at Smelzy and says, "It looks sort of like that one, but it's got pink on its tail. It's got a pink tail. Yeah, it came into town yesterday while you guys were away, and I tried to feed it, but it ran away again. It ran off to the south. So if you see it, just yeah, it might be friendly. I'm not sure." Is there anything I can help with?" "It is getting a little bit more dire indeed. What the fuck happened to my bars of resources? Where did they go? I don't give a shit." She says, well, we've actually got enough food for a day or two. What I really need is something to grow. We need to start farming, getting something reliable, like some corn or some hay. Or I've been using the grass to supplement for animal feed, but it's starting to run out." What does it say it does? What is it? Oh, is that the bean you got from Sir Smelsington? Or whatever his name is. That's not actually his name, but I forget. She takes the bean off you. Goes, well, this looks to be a vine bean, but it's only one. It's not really going to grow much for us. Maybe 2 or 3 tomatoes. It's magic. You think it's magic? Are you sure? It looks pretty normal to me." "Alrighty, I'll do that. I'll do that right away. Hold on." And she goes over to her little tool pile, pulls out a trowel, and says, "If you're right and it is magic, I'm gonna plant it somewhere else, not near my stable. I'm gonna go over this way." And she walks out towards the edge of this sort of town, and you see her dig a little hole in the ground and place the bean and pour a little bit of water from her water pouch on it. And she stands there watching it and watching it and watching it. And a couple of minutes pass and nothing happens. Are you sure they're friendly? And she can see them off in the distance at the edge of town. They look a bit rough and tumble.
Yeah. We'll try to keep them not so close to you. Alright? Tell them to behave. Okay?
As long as they're friendly, I don't mind. They don't look friendly. That's all.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure about that one yet either. But they should be able to help you find the money.
Well, I hope so. Thank you.
Okay. Alright.
And as you are walking away, you hear a sudden shout from behind you from Lucy. Ah! Ah, it's happening, it's happening. And as you turn around, you see oh, it's not going to work. Okay, I'll have to update it in a minute.
Still peaceful, so it's not a lion creature.
Oh, I haven't done the back end. Alright, I will update that later. But what pops out of the ground is a large mushroom. And it's surrounded by a bunch of little mushrooms. And you can see Lucy starts looking at all the mushrooms and says, "Oh, these ones are safe to eat, I think. I want to try one." And you see her pick up a sort of brownish looking mushroom. You gonna let her eat it?
No, Lucy!
And she stops as she's just about to bite into it. Yeah? What?
I'm much more expendable than you. I grab it out of my hand.
You grab it out of your hand. And you actually recognize this mushroom. You've seen it before in the forest. You know that it's safe to touch. And it seems to be a chanterelle mushroom, which are quite tasty, nutritious-ish, and safe to eat.
Yes.
As you bite into it, what you taste is pot roast.
Cool, Lucy, try one of these.
She tries it. That's tasty. I taste nachos.
How mushroom don't share yours. Hi, Lucy.
You get a whole handful of crumb. Eat it. As you eat the mushroom, Darius, you taste banana split. No, banana split. That's Acheron. He's in the alpha form.
Alright, Kel. So while you were gone, just probably should have done this first, but all those bandits said the ones that made it back to town, the rest of them clearly been dead. So there's that. We gotta tell Francesco what happened, really. Wait, all the bandits died? Not all of them. There's a whole bunch of them like Habrycg and
Why the fuck is the door not working? It appears the teleporting add-on I've used to have isn't functioning. It's not current. Okay. Let me see if.
So, I'm pretty sure all the distances are more for me than anyone else because I'm tiny. And for a moment.
Alright, I'll have a look at that in a second.
Thanks for the help.
Sorry, just give me a second.
You'll be fine. Technically have a time.
For what?
You will be missed. Actually, what the? I'm mounted you. I'm mounted you. That's good for me. That's not cause a problem, I'm sure. Up, stupid. This is how our two characters die. I wonder how many feet that is. 21.27. You dismount. I tried. I can't stop falling. You know what happens if this happens? I break the character. Yeah. What did you do? Nothing. Go away again. Yeah, no, I'm doing that. Ah, I'm just dead. I'm alive. I think again.
I have to do.
That was really good. Haha.
Alright, I've added the teleporting square again. Should work.
Oh, Freya is a good lady. You're leaving it.
There's no exit yet. He's trapped.
Nice.
Freya looks up at you, and she's not writing in her book. She doesn't seem busy at all. She seems sort of bored. She says, yeah, she's in. She's down in the hall. That that way. And she points with her left hand to the door.
Is everything okay with you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm okay. It's just nothing to do.
I got you a gift for my travels.
A gift? Oh, what kind of gift?
This, and I have one of the unidentified pieces.
The green one? Right, you hand her the green one. She looks at it. Says, oh, thank you. What is it?
That is a great question. It's part of the mystery.
Oh, uh, are we sure that you want me to drink this? It could be dangerous.
Maybe don't drink it, but you need to find out what's inside of it. It's part of the fun.
And she goes, well, I can see what's inside it, and it's green.
What type of potion is it? Is it a unicorn potion, a werewolf potion, or just a regular old healing potion colored green? You have time to do this. It could be a fun little, yeah, and once you find out, maybe what? It's all yours. I don't. Have we fixed Nibbler being able to move yet?
No, I'm doing that right now.
That's a quick question. Maybe we should fix that before, continue with it.
Okay.
So he can do stuff while moving.
So I can move you. So your token's not stuck. Let me make sure you've got all the right permissions. You do. Have you tried reloading?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question. Which browser are you using?
Brave, the one I was using before. Like, I haven't changed after refresh. I'll take this action while figuring another. That was weird.
Yeah, I'll do that later. Nice and annoying. Part of it might be my internet. I've been having problems with it all day. Keep getting disconnected from things.
Oh, there we go. I can move now.
Yay.
Oh, we talking to Freya, sorry.
Yes.
I assume so.
Get out of the floor. Alright, well, you've given Freya this potion, and Nibbler, as you walk in the door, you see Freya holding this green potion. I'm just trying to find it in your bag to remember which one it was. Yes. Alrighty. And you see Freya about to drink it. Do you stop her? Or do you just...
Let's know what it is. Could be
Freya stops as the bottle touches her lips, looks at you with big, wide eyes, puts the bottle down. But you said I was supposed to find out. No, I'm not an alchemist. I'm a secretary. No, I have books of lists of resources. She takes the gem and hands back the bottle, looks you dead in the eye suspiciously, holds the gem up. Uh, where did you get it from? What is it? Uh, are you sure? Well, it just looks like a small carved red gem. It looks fairly decent-ish quality, sort of mid-range maybe. Doesn't look very expensive. It's pretty small. It's about the size of a 5-cent piece or so. And she holds it. And she closes her fist around the gem. Yeah, maybe I could. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. That'll be a wonderful gift for Francesca. Thank you. Bye. So just throw your wood in the party storage thing if you're dumping it at the house in whatever aesthetic way. Yeah, at the house, next to the house, same shit. If you want a visual indicator of it, I will put it down once I fix the image import thing that I have to fix. Fang, you enter the second room and you see Hotshot using the grindstone on yet another well-worn blade. He pays you no attention whatsoever. You sense a slight nod as he continues his work. You knock on the door, but hear nothing. They shouldn't be. They should be able to. You knock again, no response. Yeah, she went in there about an hour ago when we came in for this morning after waking up. She's been in there all morning. Are you sure? She might just have the door locked because she's checking on treasure and books and writing pigeons. And Alright, you grab the door handle, it snaps off in your fingers. The door stays locked. Is this a try and push it open, or just to see if it's, or are you trying to break it? Right, you gently push the door using your normal strength. It resists. It is actually locked and closed. Alrighty, you head outside. Alright, I'm going to stop you there. You scout the entire outside of the building and find nothing. The window that can be seen in Francesca's office is closed. No, you cannot. It's closed.
I rap at the window. Francesca!
You knock on the window, and the window shakes. It doesn't look very strong, but it is definitely locked. You get no response. You assume it's a latch lock on the inside, probably across the middle of the two shutters. Using what? So you grab onto these big two panels and you start shaking them. Nothing happens.
Well, we tried knocking, we may have broken the door handle. I also went outside to knock a window. No answer. Do you mind if we knock on the door and see if she's alright? I'm a little bit worried.
I can go and knock on the door, sure. That's no problem. She gets up slowly. And she slowly makes her way towards the door. You can see Freya sort of dragging her feet and trudging along. Really slow like. Excuse me, Nibbler. Fang wants me to knock on the door.
Okay, then knock on the door.
You're in the way. Thank you. And she... That's because you can't see into darkness. And she steps into the darkness, knocks on the door. Francesca! Francesca! You in there? Francesca? She bangs on the door harder. Francesca! My love, where are you? She's supposed to be in there. Nibbler, I'm a little worried. Can you break the door? She's supposed to be in there. Right, you step forward. You punch the door. It breaks easily, shatters into about 300 pieces. And you can see inside. Are you able to move your token, or are you busted again, Kel? Okay, looks like. And Freya runs in. Francesca! Francesca! And she pulls a key from her pocket and opens the treasure room. Francesca! Fang! She's not in here! Where is she? Alright, roll me an investigate perception, because you said look. Alrighty. With a 27. At first, it seems like there are no clues at all, but you don't allow that to sway you, and you continue to look. And you eventually realize that there are parts of the rooms you cannot see because you can't see in darkness. So you grab this little torch on the table and you start searching around. And you find two things that stand out to you. One, the book on the desk, the pen is at a weird angle and there's a smudge on the page at the tip of the pen, almost as if the pen was dropped where it was held while it was being used. The second thing that stands out to you is that there is a faint hint of ash smell, like sulfur smell, sorry, not ash. There's a faint hint of sulfur in the air at the moment, and it's coming from the seat. Right, you cast Detect Magic. Other than your known sources of your friends that stand out to you, again, the seat stands out to you because of Detect Magic. It begins to glow ever so slightly. It's a very, very faint hint of magic, as if it's not actually magical itself, it's just the traces of magic left behind. And what it is I forget the school of it. Hold on. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the school of magic that it belongs to. Conjuration, that's the one. It is conjuration magic, which tells you that something was either created or removed from that spot. No, that's her same old chair as always. Alright, you touch the chair, and it is warm to your touch, but not the kind of warm that it's been sat in. The whole chair is warm, and as you touch it, you realize that quite a lot of the threads of fur are standing up straight, as if under static electricity, but when you touch them, you feel no static electricity. It seems to be done by magic. It seems that a very powerful spell of some sort happened here, and if you roll me an investigation, we'll see if you can piece together the clues. You can roll your own investigation, and it might give you guys different bits of information based on your backstories, your understanding of magic, etc., etc. Yes. Alright, Nibbler. All you really know is what Fang has told you. It's magic of some sort, and it's powerful, and that's the point at which your brain just turns off. You have no fucking idea. Fang, Fang and Darius, you both recognize that this is a form of transportation magic. It's conjuration. And it doesn't look like anything was summoned and tore a hole in Francesca's office. There was no fight. So it must have been some form of transportation type of magic. Something that either allowed somebody to come in and take Francesca without a fight, so quickly and stealthily that she didn't notice, or it just straight up abducted her using magic. Something like that. Your best guesses are a high-level wizard and maybe a rogue comboing together to kidnap Francesca using some sort of poison to knock her out. That or an extremely high-level magic caster that has the ability to create magic spells that will envelop people and take them. One of those two options is the most likely. Exactly who, you're not sure. What? What are we going to do? I'll do anything for her.
Francesca. Francesca. No, the other one. Almighty Medina. Almighty Medina.
But
Francesca missing?
you are you sure you want to do that? What do you mean she was taken?
Not to make you panic or anything, but dire times, okay. Relax, everything will be okay, I promise. Maybe not quite a promise.
But and Freya is gonna roll a wisdom saving throw. Why is she? There we go. Wisdom save. That is a fail. You get 2 per session, so with a 13, that is still barely a fail. Any? You need a 2. Success. Alright. Francesca collapses on the not Francesca, Freya collapses on the floor, sobbing and holding her eyes closed, and just repeating a mantra to herself. She will come back. They'll save her. She will come back. They'll save her. But she will avoid any permanent madnesses. But she's totally inconsolable and unresponsive at this time. She will come back. They will save her. She will come back. They will save her. No. It's only for attacks. So spells and weapons. She will come back. They will save her. She will come back. They will save her. And you notice her eyes. You grab Freya. She will come back. They will save her. She will come back. They will save her.
I'm just gonna like stare at her in the
Roll me a persuasion at advantage. You're not wrong.
Persuasion.
A 14. Alright, you are able to briefly pull Freya out of her inconsolable state, ask her one question, and get one response.
So leading up to this moment, what were you doing today and everything that happened? And did you see any chest
We were in bed and we woke up and we had breakfast and then we got dressed and we came into the guild hall to do our work, and I had a sudden feeling of depression come over me, melancholy, sadness, I don't know. Like half an hour ago. I've been sad ever since until Fang gave me this red gem, and then you asked me to come in here, and I found out Francesca is gone. She's gonna die. And she goes back to repeating her mantra, trying to keep herself sane. So you get a clue as you drag Freya along. You go to the desk drawers. There are 3 drawers in total, 1 on the left, 2 on the right. Which ones do you want to open? Alright, you try to open the one on the left. It is locked. You rip the entire drawer out of the desk, shattering its lock and all its wheeling and all that sort of stuff. You are now left with a smashed drawer. 2 things fall out of it. One is a golden key. The other is a small dagger. Alright, you have a dagger and a key. She will come back. They will save her. She will come back. They will save her. You do notice Freya's eyes flick to the key while she's repeating her mantra, but she doesn't respond to you. You do remember that Freya has a keychain of keys in her pocket. Alright, you pull out her keychain. It's got 5 keys on it. One of which you know opens the treasure room into this back room here. The other 4 you're not sure, but one of them matches the key that you've got. It does not fit. I'm going to put Freya back. You stop dragging her by now. Alright, you try all the keys, and eventually one of them unlocks it. It's the sort of plain brown one, but it's not the golden key. Inside you see 2 chests and 2 piles of coins on the ground that seem to be stacked and counted. Alright, you see 2 locked chests, both with padlocks. One with a plain iron padlock, the other with a padlock that seems to move, shifts in and out. Every time you look at it, it sort of moves slightly out of your vision, the center of your vision. As if it's there, but not there at the same time. It's hard to focus. Alright, you find that the plain iron key opens that chest. You still have a gold key, another plain iron key, and a funny shaped key that looks almost like it's a weapon rather than a key. Inside the chest is more coins, a couple of valuable gems, a wrapped up piece of parchment which you open up and see is like a valuable painting. Just looks to be treasures, town treasures and things of value that make up the available wealth. Yep, they're all just plain sort of gems of different values. None of them above 100 gold though. Yes, you find one or two gems that are of a similar red color, although these ones are slightly bigger. Alrighty. Give me a second, I'll add them to your sheet. You go to the next chest. As you try to grab the lock, your fingers pass through it. Right. As the key gets close, the lock slows down and stops shifting around and eventually stops right as the key is about to enter it. And you put the key in and it unlocks. Alright, inside you see three things of incredible value. One is a really ornate golden goblet. Sorry, the second is a really beautiful hat. It's like a red velvet with a feather and gold lining, almost like a Robin Hood hat, but of really, really high quality. It looks like it'd be worth quite a lot. The third one is a small box, about the size of a plate wide and about a tall wooden box. You can indeed. You pick the box up, and it's not heavy for you, but for your average person, you realize it'd be decently heavy. Probably about 1.5 times of your average chessboard. You see no way to open this box. It seems to be solid. Alright, you bring the key close, nothing happens. But as you're staring at the box and as you snap it in half, you see symbols starting to form on the top of it, and then you snap it, or you try to anyway. The box resists your power and will not break, and the runes on top reveal themselves. And you see a few lines of text, which are all gibberish to you. Alright, you put it back, close the chests up, lock them up again. Alrighty, cool. I will add those gems and that box to your sheet. Okay, cool. I'll add the box then. She will come back. They will save her. She will come back. They will save her. She seems to have no response. No response to anything. Alright, you put the 2 gems in her pocket. She does not respond. Alright, you open the 2 other drawers. You find stacks of paper, some more pens, some more ink and quill. You find a diary of hers that doesn't seem to be personal in any way. It seems like more like a ledger, but it's written like a diary. She doesn't seem to be very business minded. And some other sort of basic stationery, nothing of any real importance. You search the table. Roll me a investigation. 6. You find nothing. There doesn't seem to be anything on this table. No secret levers or anything like that. Right, you push the chair, it slides quite easily across the carpet. There's nothing underneath it.
Check each individual shelf. Bookshelves. See what the hell's going on.
Right, you just see most of the shelves in the bookshelves are empty. The things that are there are books on tactical warfare, there are books on trading. Most of them just seem to be informational type texts that Frandesca uses for research, for learning, for trade, etc., etc., etc. There's nothing that stands out to you of as important.
Hey Freya, let's go. I know you're just gonna sit there. I'm just gonna pick up Freya and just walk her.
Alright. She follows you.
Oi, hotshot. Question. We're all bloodmouth here.
Yeah.
Have you heard or seen anything with Frandesca in the last hour or so?
He stops grinding his weapon, he turns his head around to you, his body stays facing the grindstone. Last I heard, she went in there.
How long ago was that?
About an hour. And then, although, now that you mention it, about 40 minutes ago? Yeah, 43 minutes and 12 seconds ago, now that I remember, think about it, there was a strange wave of energy that passed over this place. I felt it in my circuits. I thought nothing of it, but it was abnormal. It felt like magic. A similar kind of magic that made me, actually.
And what kind of magic's that?
Conjuration. The magic used to create things, that's what.
Did you feel the main direction it came from? Like, was it stronger in one area than another? Or was it just a straight wave?
I was over the whole place, and it was over before I really had a chance to pinpoint where it came from.
I pull the box out. Can you repeat? I just try and get
You have to hold the box for about 10-15 seconds before the runes show up. Hotshot looks at it. Goes, yeah, I can read that. That, what you have right there, is a teleportation pad. It's a one-way. Seems to be an emergency exit, so to speak. Doesn't appear to be. Doesn't say. It just says, to the one who wields this box, safety will be given. And you apparently you just put your hand in the center, and it will activate and teleport you. But it is one use. Nope. I imagine whoever it was given to knows where it goes, otherwise they wouldn't have it. Well, my best guess is that it goes back to the Empire. She is from there. You see Dibbler walking out with Freya. She will come back. They will save her. She will come back. They will save her. She will.
Are you trying to get our lady or something, or you done? And there's nothing else, and she just keeps saying, "Yeah, she'll come back. Wait 1 second. Wait 1 second.
Vorinkesh Tala.
What are you gonna? Oh, she failed the saving throw, and you instantly, Nibbler, you instantly watch as you're holding Freya's hand. She just suddenly goes limp and relaxes, goes sort of soft, but she keeps repeating the mantra. She will come back. They will save her. She will come back. They will save her. She will come back. They will save her.
Suggested that she relax. Have you secretly seduced women? Have you seduced women? Can I be walking? Okay, bye. Wait a minute. I'm gonna. Can I twist the door from behind me?
No, it seems to be locked. There is a keyhole.
Can I use one of the keys that I found for Freya?
Alright, you try the iron key, you try the gold key. The golden key opens the door.
Golden key.
Alright, you enter Frendeska's house. It's pretty much exactly the same layout as your party house. As you enter, Freya immediately tries to pull against you and and heading to her room. Do you let her go or do you hold on to her?
I'm holding on to it. She's dragging me.
She drags you into her room. She climbs into bed with her arm sticking out that you're holding onto, and she goes to sleep. You can hear her sort of mantraing to herself. She will come back. They will save her. And she relaxes into a sleep. Alright, roll me an investigation, and we'll give you the results after the guys do the tavern. I'm gonna have to redo all these fucking teleporting things from scratch. You will what teleporting thing? That's what it appears to be. If I'd known this was broken, I would have fixed it ages ago. Okay, the entrance. Not yet, sorry. Give me a second. Alright, the teleporter in is done.
Hello, overweight Bendigo and a little big Bendigo.
She does not seem offended. She says, "Ah, welcome. Welcome, princess. What can I get for you today?" "Oh, both of you. You're both my princesses." That that one, and she points to a mirror that's pointing at her.
Hey, like 40-ish minutes ago, did you notice anything strange? I would find it weird if you did.
She leans over the table towards you, revealing her bosom in the process. Says, "Oh, I can feel a lot of strange things in an hour. Can you be more specific?"
From my initial investigation, some sort of conjuration magic that went off. Seemed to make Freya quite depressed, and also Francesca is now missing.
"Well, there was something that happened not that long ago. And if Francesca's missing, it must be very important for you guys to know." "But, as I said, I don't deal in favors, unless you're giving me one in return."
Daniel slides into the conversation. Now, I don't have that much, but I do have this if you will have the exquisite bottle of wine. Expensive bottle of wine. Sure. No, the exquisite ones. One of the exquisite ones.
Sorry. You pull out the exquisite bottle, and you pull out the exquisite bottle. Sorry, I was just fixing a thing. You pull out the exquisite bottle, and you show it to to Medina. Sorry. She says, "Ooh, that is valuable."
Maybe get you to help me investigate what happened and maybe help us out a little?
And she reaches out to touch the bottle. Do you let her take it? And she takes the bottle and she looks at it, and you can see her holding it up into the light of wherever the light comes from in here, you're not sure. And she swirls it around and tips it upside down, reads the label. "This is of pretty good value. This will do." And she pockets it into her bosom. Goes, "I'll tell you what you want to know. About 50 minutes ago, there was a wave of teleportation magic that occurred. And based on what you said about Francesca missing, I would assume that she has been taken by somebody. If you want more than that, I can do a scrying ritual to try and find her, but it will cost you extra."
How about one more bottle of exquisite wine? Would that be enough for your scrying ritual?
We'll need one more little thing on top of that." And she leans closer to you. You just come here, and she beckons you with her pointer finger. "Oi, piss off."
I was doing the roleplay, and she leans forward, I moved just slightly more forward. Beckons you closer. Yep.
And she puts a finger under your chin and pulls you closer, pecks you on the lips, and says, "That's all." And she holds her hand out for the bottle. Right? She takes the bottle. She says, "Alright, come back in 2 hours and I'll have the ritual ready. And have fun."
One real quick thing before that. I also have this thing called Unclaimed Lands. Do you know what the hell this is? I don't know if you're
Don't worry about that. You'll be fine. Just give it 10 minutes. And she looks over at the pot and says, "Well, I'll answer your question, but at another time. You're far too busy right now to comprehend what I'm about to say."
Darius, is this where my bag is?
Darius, you see that Fang has a massive grin slowly spreading on his face, but he obviously has no idea that that's happening to him. He doesn't realize. He looks very drunk.
How what? Back in 2 hours.
Hi, Raptor. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying. Alright. You walk outside. Please make me a wisdom saving throw as you step out into the light.
Saving throw advantage. Why advantage?
Advantage. Alrighty. You step out into the sunlight and the fresh air, and you take your first breath being outside the tavern, and you suddenly feel all the effects of whatever Medina did to you. You feel giddy and excited and happy and joyous, dopamine and filled. You feel lustful and desirous and ready to take on the world, like you're going to conquer everything. You feel ambition and pride. All of the positive I want sort of emotions you can think of all at the same time, and your body responds to all of them exactly how it would. And it's extremely overwhelming. But you are able to resist the effects and stop it from being debilitating. But it does influence your emotions for the next couple of hours until the ritual is ready.
I just know this is gonna work well. I just know it. I give Darius a hug. Like, I know it's gonna work. We're gonna find Freya. Everything will be fine. I give Daniel a handshake, and I bring him inside. Yeah, I love you, buddy. You helped out so much.
I'm assuming while you're snuggling Daniel, after you go for like a hug each, but you your arm around him, like to guide you. You'll be alright there, buddy. Come over. Let's get you a little bit of rest.
Oh, hey, don't leave any blood.
No, 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 no. Come on. I am actively trying to grapple this Daniel at this stage.
Okay, okay. You lead the way.
Alright, you guys just gonna wait for the 2 hours? Or are you gonna do something?
I'm gonna take Daniel's gonna take Fang to bed at the moment. Laying down while he finishes
Make a contested athletics. We'll see who's stronger. The undead charming man or the weak forest druid. Alright. And you try as you might, but Fang is very slippery and he's extremely motivated, so he's a lot faster than usual. And he gets... You knock on the door, and as you hear the voice, Ma! And you open the door. As you open the door, you see directly down the hallway, there is an old woman sitting in a rocket, or like a lazy chair, in front of a fireplace, and she's leaning back, like straining her head. The back of the chair is facing you. She's straining her head to yell, Michael! There's visitors at the door! And you see Michael, and you hear a scream, Ah, they're in the house, Michael! Get them out! And you see Michael step hurriedly around the corner as you step back out the door, and he's eyeing you, shooting daggers with his eyes at you. And he comes walking down the hallway. And with a stern gaze, he steps out of his house, closing the door behind him, as you guys wrestle in the mud, trying to detain Fang, who seems to slip and avoid every attempt to do so. And he snaps his fingers, and you all immediately get frozen in place as if paralyzed. You cannot move, no matter how much your body strains. And he slowly steps up to Fang. And he says, Sonny Jim. And you can't move, but you can respond to him. You do not enter someone's house uninvited. Where are your manners? And what else? And Darius, you can see as the paralysis magic starts to fade away from you, Michael is clearly letting it go. You can see recognition in his eyes as he's looking at Fang. And he turns to Fang, keeps looking at Fang and says, Here! And he snaps his finger, and your attention immediately goes to where he snapped his finger. And he moves his hand, he snaps again, and your attention is immediately drawn. He says, Ah, I see. And he reaches out and touches a finger to your forehead and speaks a single word you don't understand. And you suddenly feel all your emotions calmed. You feel like yourself again. This one is unavoidable as you're still recovering. You get tackled to the ground by Darius. It's a very sluggish, weak tackle. He's like more laying on top of you than tackling you at this point. Yeah. You have been tripped by the old stool move. And you land on the ground. And Michael looks at Darius and goes, That wasn't very nice. And you see Michael shake his head. Sorry, say that again. What?
Camp of Bandits, which are now invading Townsville, Fredesca has, and Fredesca is vanished.
Well, I think that one of those things is a precursor to the other. So let's find Friendeska and then we can deal with the bandits. Question though, are the bandits aggressive or did you invite them?
We invited them, given they work for us as the town hall.
Okay, potential allies. Good, good, well done. Good job, team. Good job, party. Friendeska missing. Big problem. Very big problem. How can I help?
Looks like it was conjugation magic. I have paid Medina to scry. I don't know how useful that will be, and she'll take about 2 hours. And I don't know if we have 2 hours.
He looks at you. Ah, that explains the unstable emotions. Medina is a tricky one. Shouldn't let her kiss you in the future. 2 hours in order to get a scry. I think it will be okay. If somebody has taken Friendeska, is what I'm getting from where you're coming at this from. I doubt they're going to do anything within the next 2 hours, especially if they took her recently. They would have sent ransom notes or something like that. And if they were going to kill her, 5 minutes isn't going to make a difference. They would have done it already by now. So it should be fine. Do the scry with Medina, as that's something I don't have the materials for, so I can't help you with that. Once the scry is done, come back to me, and I will help you decipher whatever strange visions you are given by that creature.
In the meantime, while we're waiting for that, do you have any idea what this is? We found out about families. Hopefully it's not connected. I show you my 3 orbs.
He goes, well, that's a standard pot that you've stuck these orbs in. Those are alteration orbs. They can be implanted in a body to give it effects of different kinds depending on the orb. And he waves a hand over them, and you see all 3 of the orbs immediately crackle and form a triangle of lightning as he moves his hand over them. Ah, these ones seem to be enhancement orbs, designed to increase the user's strength and agility, but come at a great cost. They will shorten your life exponentially. The longer you have it in you, the shorter it gets. Yes, not usually living though. Then it will have no effect. Requires living tissue. Reanimated tissue is not living, young sir.
What about this? And I hold my scepter up to it, and watch the notes kind of crackle against each other. Why the hell does that happen?
Well, your scepter is also a source of enhancement. You all have an item like that. I thought you knew this. So, 2 sources of enhancement do not like each other. They misbehave if you put them together.
So in other words, they're pretty much useless. Yeah, they're pretty much useless.
Well, if you're looking to enhance yourself, they might be useful, at great cost, obviously. But they do have a second use. But it's risky. Well, you have 3 orbs right now. If you were to smash them and be able to contain that magic, it could be transformed into something more beneficial and less corruptive. But that is extremely dangerous and would require an immensely powerful artifact to control and contain that magical energy. One of which I do not have, and I don't believe you guys have one either. A pot will not do. Well, the actual object itself doesn't really matter, as long as the orbs will fit inside it. But what you need is an object infused with both protective spells to contain the magic and a single or two, but no more than two, destructive enchantments in order to destroy the orbs once the object is closed around them. It could. I could, but again, I would need materials that I do not currently have.
What materials? I'm keeping a lookout.
Are you ready? You got your quill? I'll give you a shopping list. Alright, he says, well, obviously, you need a container of some sort. The container is your choice, but I suggest something medium-sized or smaller. Any bigger than that, and it's hard to move around. Yes, bigger than a pot. Something at least backpack size, if not bigger. And you'll need the following 5 items. One is a spellbook that contains 3 enhancement spells and 1 or 2 destruction spells. And only those spells, no more, no less. 2, you will need a source of magical flame. Not that you produce with magic, a source of flame that is naturally magic, to burn said book inside the container. 3, you will need a source of refreshing water infused with thyme that you can then pour onto the burning book to freeze it in place. 4, you will need a spellcaster of sufficient power to sacrifice, and the game version of that is you need a spellcaster to sacrifice 2 level 6 spell slots into the magical container to stop it from destroying itself or melting in the process. And lastly, you need a magical key that has been infused with arcane lock and knock at the same time. This will usually destroy the key when doing this on an item, to infuse it with such counter-opposing enchantments. So your key must be made of adamantium to withhold this magic. This will allow you to open and close said container. I am. I could fulfill that requirement for you, but I would need you to do something for me once you get to that stage.
Don't suppose you also know the arcane lock and knock spell? Won't do that for free though.
I do not know them currently, but I can definitely learn them for you. Again, I will need time and some materials.
Okay, I think we'll count on you for the last 2, and we'll fulfill the 3, and we'll see how we're going, and hopefully this helps us with helping the town. Thanks, Michael. It's been a big help, and hopefully we can get Francesca back. Thank you.
Best of luck.
Apologize to your missus there. Sorry.
That's alright, I'm sure I can smooth things over. And he goes to open the door and head back inside, and a fry pan flies out the house behind him, which he has somehow dodged in his frail old state.
Quick rundown on all the stuff that just happened. Number 1, 3 werewolf stones. We can do a thing with them. Michael can help us. Number 2, Medina is currently looking at Freya's location. No, Freya doesn't. But yeah, we will know very shortly. Michael doesn't think Francesca's dead right now. And Freya was a pest into the school. So, should we take her home? Is that where we are?
You do know that this is Francesca's house. I don't know what's happened to Kel, he's vanished.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't. Yeah, I very
Sorry, yes, I will tell you what that happened. So, at this point, half an hour passes as Nimbler comes out of the house. In Freya and Frandesca's house, it is very basic. There is almost no valuable items whatsoever. The only exception is a little bit of jewelry in Freya's bedside table. There's a necklace and a ring. You also find some items that you probably shouldn't have found. The only other thing that stands out of importance to you and your party is you find a scroll in a case. You're not sure what it says because you haven't read it yet, but yeah, you find a scroll that something about it stands out to you, but you're not sure why. You open up the case. Inside is what looks to be a quite old scroll. Like very old. It looks like if you don't handle it with care, it may disintegrate in your touch. You pass in the case. Darius, you see the very decrepit scroll inside the case. You can pull it out and try to read it. Please roll me a sleight of hand to gently handle this scroll.
You know I'm gonna do this every time I'm about to do something, right?
Yeah. You get advantage because Daniel's helping you. It's alright. 14. With a 14, you gently pull the scroll from this case and you unfurl it very carefully, but you accidentally smudge some of the letters on the end of a word on a couple of the sentences as you do so, as you realize the ink is no longer bound to this page very well, as the whole page is starting to crumble. It's pretty easy to understand. It's not decoded or anything. It's just basic common. You realize that it's a letter from Frandesca's dad to her, telling and encouraging her on her journey out to the frontier. But you realize that it's dated years and years and years ago. And this gives you an idea that Frandesca has been out here in Habrycg either a really long time, or she has come out here multiple times over the last 10 to 15 years. And it essentially informs you that Frandesca has a mum and a dad. They're back in the Empire. They both love her very dearly. They're supporting her. But written at the bottom is a little PS note that says, "Keep safe the dagger. It will bring you luck." Right? You will. Right, yep, you have the dagger. It might be the dagger that Frandesca is talking about. It seems quite likely that it is. Alright, now that you're holding the dagger, you can see it more clearly. It's a short bladed dagger, and it's actually shorter than a normal dagger by about a third, and it's wider at the base than a normal dagger. It extends out onto the hilt. It's sort of a triangle shape. It's not really a dagger. And the handle of it is a ribbed wooden texture. It's well looked after, it's well oiled, it's well catered for, and at the base of the hilt is a flat piece of marbled stone that seems to be somehow dyed red, and it looks about the right size for a thumb. Almost like a button. You want to put your thumb on it? Right? You put your thumb on it and you feel a slight amount of give, just the tiniest amount, and then you feel energy flow through you as you have activated the luck blade. So tell me what you're thinking about as you press this button. Alright? You're thinking about what the fuck is this and where is Friendeska? And those thoughts, the energy latches onto them, both of them, and it immediately spits out, what the fuck is this? Because you already know, and it can just tell that you're overwhelmed. But the energy latches onto that thought of where is Friendeska? And you are immediately transported. You blink out of existence for everybody else, just for a brief moment. This is like the Flash sort of speed. You blink out of existence, and you are transported somewhere else, and you're standing in front of Friendeska. She's bound up and gagged against a pole in the middle of a tent. It is darkness all around you. You're using your dark vision right now. And she can see you for the briefest moment. Her eyes go wide and she starts pulling against the bonds. You can smell swampy water. You can hear voices coming from behind you outside the tent. Some of them speak an unknown language. You hear what sounds like an ogre or something like that. You hear some goblin. You hear a rat folk, the same as you, speaking as well. But before you can turn and identify any of these voices and know exactly where you are transported back. But you now know the map location of where Friendeska is being held as you casted Wish from the blade, and the energy dissipates from your body and flows back into the blade, and the blade goes dormant in your hand. And globally visible. This is not how I expected you to figure out where she is, but so be it. Alright, I'll pull you onto the map. Why can you guys not see that?
Didn't see it for a hero die.
I was doing work, I didn't see it. Finish though. Sounds very nice.
Why is it not showing up for you guys? Alright, there we go, it's showing up. It is over here.
Game plan isn't the worst idea, considering given travel time. We should still travel up there.
We should bring the fucking blade with us.
Like,
We already
done the roads now,
Yep.
we can get fast travel. That'd be sick. You should have fast travel.
I think that'll be called roads.
I didn't have a plan for that, but that actually is a good idea. Yep, if you can build roads, I'll let you fast travel along the road. Anywhere you build a road to, you can fast travel to. Alright, so you all seen where it is?
Yeah, by the tower, right?
Yes, just west of the tower in the swamp.
Let's get you.
You just look at this map and go, fuck everything, just fuck every direction, don't you? So don't forget you also had a plan with Raktish to meet the assassin. The assassin meeting spot's here. Alright. Pull you back to Habrycg. Yeah. For
Because I'm magical. Duh.
I would like to see it, since I can't remember. Like, see if you're proficient in magic.
roll an Arcana.
You know what I'm gonna do? I already did not get That's fine. So,
Is Daniel? Daniel's not proficient in Arcana. He can't help you with it. He can only help you with skills he's proficient in. Um, based on your understanding of Nibbler, it doesn't look like or appear that he's magical, but for whatever reason, he just blinked in and out of existence in about the span of a second. It it's my home rule for the help action.
So, do I have the dagger, right?
Yes, but the red marble is now white. No, I didn't put it in your inventory. I'm going to add it. Alright, roll me a sleight of hand. At advantage. She's out cold from being relaxed. No, she avoided being insane. You can hear her die if you want to. Alright, you pickpocket Freya. You get back the 2 gems that you gave her. You get back the small gem that Fang gave her. And you get back a bit of lint. She had nothing else in her pockets.
Can I, like, inspect, like, the gems that I pressed in gems?
They are not the same. The 3 that you have are actual gems. The one on the base of the hilt is a chunk of marble that changes color. It was red, it's now white.
Do I know how this weapon functions, or is it not exactly?
You are not aware of how this thing works. You'd need to do a long rest in order to attune with it, so to speak. Not actually attune with it, but to figure out what it exactly is. I said Luckblade so that you as the player know, but as Nibbler you don't know what it is.
I'm gonna keep this dagger with me, but I think we should keep going. We do have fractitious things that we can read from, and then we can get into the. All right, 2 quick stops. First off, tell Medina that we no longer need her services.
Alright.
I'm just gonna wait for everyone to finish their thing. I'll see you in 20 minutes or so. Hey Medina, we found her. All good. Never mind.
Hold on, wait. You sure you don't want me to scry? I could offer you more additional information.
Hey, we gotta go in case she dies.
Okay, bye.
That was too long. Bye bye.
And you just see Medina smiles as you're leaving.
20 seconds off finishing the spells.
Michael, we found her.
You hear his wife's voice from inside. Michael! Michael! There's people at the door! And he opens the door and steps out. Sorry, you were saying you found her? You, you mean Francesca? Um, I I do not have any teleports out that direction, unfortunately. But I only have, well, the one you guys already used into the forest. But that was, well, not you, but your party members. I'm sure the rat will remember. But that was one-time use. I'm out of materials, as I keep saying. I can't really do any magic at the moment. Very limited. Well, I have a question first. Please explain to me what your rat friend did to uncover what happens to him. Ah, your friend has inadvertently activated a luck blade without realizing. It happens to many a party. Well, seeing as you know where she is, your best bet is to mount your horses and make a full gallop. There is really no other quicker way to get there at the moment. I hope that Francesca will be alright. I'm sure she'll be fine. Well, most luck blades have between 1 and 3 charges. How many are left is hard to tell. Usually it's based on the color of the gem at the base of the sword. Then your blade is out of uses. Unfortunately, they do not recharge. It is now just a slightly enhanced weapon. You're welcome. What a strange party. Sound of the battle horns. You should be able to access the party storage without having to go in the house, just through the actor screen. With home storage. Yeah, if you guys ever want to put anything in the bone chest, you have to tell me, because it does things. I'm very happy that you didn't metagame now, that was great. You solved the riddle of where she was in a unexpected way. Nibbler, where are you? You're there. There's a second version of you and Franklin on the board. Who's gonna get rid of those? Your doppelganger came to visit. Alrighty. So, Fang, you're ready to go to head to Frandesca? Nibbler, you are as well.
Let's get rotation. We gotta do some business.
Business indeed. Darius, you head out of town with Acheron and Daniel to where the bandits are. What do you do? As they're all standing around looking a bit impatient. Alrighty. They start working on some sort of building for Nulk. Alright, so they're not going to be added to manpower or any of their resources yet, because you still need for them to discuss with Fredesca what the alliance is. Once you bring Fredesca back and they have that discussion and come to that agreement, that will be a quest chain completed and you'll level up. Alrighty. To the region map. As it is about 7:50 at this point, almost 8 o'clock, and you guys travel for 12 hours. And the sun is just beginning to set. Do you want to make camp or push on through the night? Alrighty. You guys set up camp for the night. And what's going to be your watch order for the 4 sections? It's 2 hours each. You can put the skeleton on watch, but just be aware he's not sentient, so he'll only respond by attacking something that attacks him. Yeah, just letting you know that he won't wake you guys up. He can't do that. He's not sentient. He can't be commanded to do more than one thing at a time. So he can shoot things or stand there. Alrighty, so can I please get a perception check with Acheron and then Daniel, then the skeleton, then Nisha. In order, please. Yes. Yep. Yeah, he can't help himself. But he can't... No. Not for this. I know.
Hey, it's your fault.
I know. Yes.
Skeleton next, you said?
Yes. And then Nisha.
Sure is. Skeleton is cutting fishes here. I don't know where. Problem. We'll find out as this goes. And yes, skeleton notices fuck all. And Nisha also doesn't have. So fuck are those rolls? That'll be a 9 for Nisha.
So an 8, an 8, a crit fail, and an 11, or 9, sorry, total.
Well, it's only a necron skeleton, so he'll shoot at something. Or not at all.
Alrighty. So I just gotta set it up, but none of your protecting undead notice the ambush that occurs. Where is my... Here it is. The map I wanted is not there. So we'll take our break right now as I set it up, and you'll get to see what's coming to attack you, and maybe do the first ambush round of combat. It'll probably be the end at that point. So take 10-minute break, get a drink, etc. welcome back.
Apologies for the delay. Is Killer back? Yeah, I got so much done in that time. Bro, you can talk to me, bro. Wow, you still here? I mean, we live in the same house. I'm a what do you call it? Deadbeat? I provide.
Oh, I know. Nathan.
We're both deadbeats. Yes, you're right. One of us pays for it. Your mum?
You climb on the
My
roof.
mum. Anyone been watching the football?
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised if you did. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
well, today, maybe.
yeah, we get to get a chance.
Yeah,
Wait, the whole game was 0 score?
yeah. Which is good for us in a sense, but also
That was
maybe
all?
bad because Belgium.
You watched the whole like 40-hour game?
What do you mean,
Like,
maybe? What do you mean,
Um,
maybe? Belgium will probably win, and if they win, they top the group. You are aware of that, right?
yeah.
Which is fine, because we don't play Belgium.
If they top the group,
okay,
good. If they don't,
yeah, fair.
and it's I would say a 90-minute game, but it's not really 90 minutes because there's always injury time, and in this case, etc.
There has technically never been an NHL game that actually ended in 0-0.
I don't know what you're talking about. Game.
Ice
Belgium
hockey.
won that game.
There's a reason for that.
How do you watch a whole game and no one scores a point and you're like, yeah, this is great?
Depends on how good the saves are.
Well, who cares?
Okay, let's take your ice hockey and like ice hockey is much more high octane, much more high paced. But just imagine no one scores a point, but every shot taken, the they're not called goalkeepers in that one. What are they called?
Goalies, yeah.
Oh, they are called goalies. Oh, easy. The goalie just has like this amazing snap save. Like top right pocket just grabs it every time. No one scores, but holy shit, they broke through the defense. They took a shot. The goalie was like, nah, fuck it.
I mean, because the rink is like so much smaller than, say, a soccer field, it's a
Yeah, and
lot
you can go
easier to
behind it.
score a goal, but it's also so much more, it's a fun game.
Yeah, you also have people beating the shit out of other people and just going to a penalty box.
Part of the game, you literally learn that as you're fucking like training and everything.
That's
So
what
get into a
they
fight.
told you were the enforcer.
No, it's just like the things that you learn. Like you just train together and you're like, so get into a fight. And you always throw their shirt over them, you throw off your gloves and you start punching. It's like, okay, cool. You're wearing padded shit. Yeah, soccer's probably smart.
A lot of people smart.
I'm glad a lot of people are enjoying it. Half our workforce, like half of our colleagues, are like, God, I already have half to watch the soccer. Or we
Well,
have to
that's
have
the
it.
excuse to go on edge. Dude, if there was like fucking finals of Panthers and Parramatta, I'm trying to think of two areas that would be a good area with sport. They'll go to the pub anyway. We need to watch it.
What are fucking the Rabbitohs? That's really fucking love watching
It's
them.
not supposed to be.
So you just a soccer guy, Kel, or do you watch any other sports? new thingy?
It got smaller.
Okay, shape into a tiny little baby nut.
Let's go.
Alright. Load. Yay, loaded.
Congrats. So,
I like
getting
stuff.
stuff.
You like stuff? I like stuff.
It's bad I already knew what he was gonna say before he said it.
You like cheese, buddy?
Love cheese.
What type of cheese?
Well, I forget what the brand has, like King Island cheese and some Camembert, but I really like the
No, you don't know the movie. You fail.
no.
Never seen Cheese the Man? It's a soccer movie with Bush talking about.
And I've never seen Bend It Like Beckham. What's your point?
Cheese the Man is actually pretty funny. That's really good line. You watch any cool shows at the moment, Nibbler?
Nope.
I guess it's out of they're just sitting there waiting to actually do it.
I have an idea, guys. Let's sacrifice them to gain more power. Cult ritual. I've already got the pentagram set up. For real though, if we ever do get another player, we should totally do that as if they're a wolf too. I think it'd be funny as fuck.
Sacrifice them or like the old people?
The old people, and then out of this thing comes a wolf. If we did it the
real
wrong
world.
way. Just going away.
Honestly,
I know he said 10 minutes, so
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's been a lot longer than that. I've been here the whole time, just focusing.
23 seconds.
I've been here the whole time.
What's up, Tom?
Talking about game changer.
Right.
Or
I've heard that line so many times.
Invader Zim, which is it came before it, and that is my favorite scene.
It's me! I was the turkey all along! Fucking beautiful.
Oh. I love a good movie. Just get a good catch, please.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
Ruffles!
Dixie.
I think I have that somewhere in my favorites as well.
Yeah, that's perfect.
He is the best character in that show, 110%. I don't. I have two other ones.
Alrighty. You are all...
Come on.
Well, yes, but unconscious. Because you were sleeping.
Yeah.
Everybody, please roll initiative.
Nice.
Why is this...
You do an initiative roll? Is that?
I rolled, but I'm still at the main screen. If that's the way you want it right now.
Yes.
Well, my band of merry men are with my roll now, aren't they?
Yes, your minions will all act on your turns. As part of your turn. Because having that many combatants sucks.
Roll party.
No one, it's gone. Don't worry about it.
I just looked at it like, wait, what? This is a bad roll for Kel. That did well.
I rolled it, did I not?
You did. It just came up for some reason as
God damn it.
party. I'm not re-rolling. I got a 16. I thought 15 came up for some reason. Not rude. Can't make me.
I'm gonna make you.
Why did it? Who are you? Why did it do fangs?
Why are there two fangs? Oh, fuck it. You can have the bigger one.
say I don't know if it's counting any of that bonuses to initiative correctly.
I'll just say it in
Reroll
the chat.
initiative
Plus
because
10
I
plus super bonus.
where's my I don't have any what? I don't have any initiative.
If you go to the pair of swords, the combat encounter tab, you can do it through there as well. Why are there two Franklins? The
Why is it 2 damages?
fuck?
The fuck? I just took Netflix. I was waiting for this to get sorted.
Okay, can have the higher rolls. I have to take the one that's on the map, but I'm going to... Alrighty. No, that's what you got. That's what you're getting. And your 4 undead companions are on high alert, and none of them spot the ambush. In fact, none of them even spotted or noticed that there was a fog rolling in. I need to put this here. And I'm going to attach it to Nibbler. Okay.
Nibbler, Franklin is still bleeding and looks like it's not being decent.
Yes, he should have.
May I take a long rest?
Everybody have a long rest, because that has actually happened. Yeah, take a long rest and then we'll start with what's happening. Because I forgot to do that.
Also, where's our assassin from?
Oh, shit, I forgot about Raktish. Allies. Where are you, Raktish? You're here. No, he's not. You didn't see nothing. He's also asleep. Right, feel free to pick a different tent if you really want to.
Question, because I do have something from Acheron when we were doing that roll.
Mm-hmm.
Would we be just looking, or are we hearing and smelling?
It would involve all 3 for guard duty.
He has advantage for perception checks that rely on hearing or smell.
Might be the bring that.
Alright. Make another roll with Acheron then. Slightly lower, actually. 7 instead of an 8. Okay. So, you guys set up camp. And for the first few hours, everything is fine. It gets past midnight at about 2 a.m. And a fog rolls in over the camp rather suddenly. None of you know this, of course, and none of your undead really even notice. They're too busy staring into the fire, being transfixed by its strange magical workings, even though it's a standard fire. A fog rolls in over the camp. the chill sets in amongst all of you. You feel it in your sleep. You hug your blankets and your sleeping bags tighter to you. You curl up into a ball more as the chill sets your hair standing on its ends. You all stir in your sleep as nightmares ravage your thoughts. And normally you would awaken to the alerts of your guards, but not this time. This time nothing happens, and it is not until the first round of combat starts when you all do nothing. Darius is struck first as the mist bites him in his sleep. Gonna target. And you awaken immediately as the mist attacks you, Darius. Please roll me a Constitution saving throw. Alright, you succeed. As you, yeah, it does roll it for you. Actually, that's a good question. Do you guys want to roll those sort of saves against attacks and effects and spells and stuff yourselves, or automatically? Just do it as part of the attack.
I'd rather roll 20 saves.
Yes. Alrighty, so it's automatic now, but with you, Nibble, I'll get you to roll yours, and I'll just retroactively apply it.
It's just because I don't know if it's applied the luck way. That's all.
It should if you have it equipped, but we'll find out. Yeah, Darius, the mist, a mist, creeps into your tent and sucks the life out of you. You awaken in time and repel this necrotic thing that is attacking you. It is in your sleeping bag, it is in your hair, it is in your clothes, it's everywhere. It is a mist, but something about it is trying to drain you of your life essence. You resist it and take no damage. No. No, you do not. Because this happens to all of you at the same time. Nibbler is next. Everybody gets sucked off in the darkness of night, unwillingly. Please roll me a Constitution saving throw, Nibbler, as the mist crawls into your tent and bites you.
You said Constitution saving throw?
Yes. So that's 17, that's a success. You also resist the effects of the life drain coming from this mist.
So is it in my tent?
It is. It is indeed. It's in your tent, in your sleeping bag, it's inside everything. And because it didn't damage either of you, you actually didn't wake up. That's what I'm going to say.
Does it tickle me?
Nothing happens, really, because you resisted it. You don't really notice anything. And the last one is going to get Dire Blood. Direblood also succeeds. So the mist attempts to drain your life and does absolutely nothing. All three of them.
Does Diablood notice anything with hearing and smell?
No, because they're asleep. Their smell and hearing is disabled.
Those are wolves.
So nothing happens. So at the beginning of the round, Daniel, Acheron, Nisha, and the skeleton get to make a perception check to see if they've noticed the mist crawling its way into your tents in an attempt to drain your life. Against these things, it's just sight. They don't make any noise.
I've rolled that same number 3 times in a row now.
Are you rolling them all in stealth? That's a success.
If Nisha's is a success, I will die.
Nisha and the skeleton succeed at spotting the strange coloured mist that floats among the other normal mist surrounding it. They notice it crawl over Direblood and try to sink into its flesh. Nothing happens to Direblood because they resist it. But at the beginning of your turn, Darius, Nisha and the skeleton get to respond to this. The skeleton does its thing, and Nisha does whatever she feels like.
Skeleton obviously just like that. But Nisha, wake up! Don't
Alright, Nisha sounds the alarm, and you are all awoken from your slumber to the sound of battle, or at least a battle alarm, a battle cry. No, your turn is entirely taken up by waking up. Yes, they're alert, so they're ready for it, so they do get to act, and they spot this mist here. Alrighty. And you hear a tremendous roar come from the middle of the camp. And this is a roar that you particularly didn't think you'd ever hear again, Nibbler, because it's one that last time you heard it, it was ripping apart your party members. As this appears. As Acheron changes form, grows 3 times bigger into his ultimate form.
I'm assuming that's his move, by the way. I'm assuming it's not bonus action or anything. It's a feature. That's why I'm saying this.
What did I put for it? I can't remember. Hold on. I don't remember writing anything.
I'm just gonna ask.
Yeah, it's an action.
Am I to assume I need to kill this thing again?
As far as you know, it looks as if this thing popped out of Acheron.
Kill this thing again. Why me?
You heard Daniel say don't do Acheron to the thing.
Not really. The screaming.
It's all happening at the same time. It's hard to tell what's happening in the middle of battle. So that is an action. Yes, because it's foggy. Cannot see. Everybody's at disadvantage for all ranged attacks. Everybody is blinded. It's actually all attacks. It's not even ranged. It's all attacks. Everybody's blinded. Yep, because it's fog. It's not darkness. It obscures your vision everywhere. Alright. Let's... It takes... She's CR2, but level 4 in Spellcaster Sidekick. Yes, you will get your multi-attacks next level after you save Friendeska. Alright, your companions unleash a barrage of blasts, short bow and light crossbow attacks, but the only thing that connects is the blast. Everything else just sort of sails off into the fog. Not really sure what you're aiming at exactly. And I will allow those of you who have just woken up, you lose your action and bonus action, but you are allowed to stand up on your turn, Darius. The rest of you will stand up on your turn and have a full turn as normal next round, because you skipped your turn this round. And the mist is gonna bite young Darius again. You feel the fog around you harden and reach inside your spirit and rip some of it out. Let's see if you can resist it with a heroic effect. That is a success. Nothing happens. The next one targets Diablood. Who fails their saving throw by 4 points. Diablood takes 13 points of necrotic damage and has their maximum hit points reduced by the same amount. No, it's not a reaction spell. Which feature? Oh, you're the Fury.
Yeah. So cast it on an ally. Casting it to heal Diablood.
You can, but I will tell you as a DM favor that it won't do anything, because the amount of damage it does reduces the max hit points, so they don't actually take any damage. They just lose maximum hit points. So there's nothing to heal, so to speak, unless you have something that can regenerate lost hit points, lost max. This one targets Nibbler. Nibbler, please roll a con saving throw. That is a fail. You take 5 hit points of damage and lose 5 temporary maximum. There you go. And as you're all waking up, something rushes out of the darkness, appearing next to Smelzy, and attempts to rip right into their tasty flesh. With a bite. At advantage. Still a miss. And claws. At advantage. Which is a hit. As Smelzy loses 9 hit points to this strange creature. You can, as that's actual health loss.
So kind of the reason I want to use Withering Bloom. So my feature says if my thing I can cast a kind of defensive or healing spell on them.
Yes.
Blah 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 blah. It's technically a healing spell, but it also does damage in an area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good choice.
That would be my plan.
Yeah.
Cool. So I cast that. This one's always weird. I think it's mid-save. Cast spell, and I'm casting it. Then I select up to affinity creatures, shift click your totem to add it to the target list, right click to remove it.
So you select the creatures you want to deal the damage to.
Yeah, but then what about the heal?
I believe that's the other effect. It's technically supposed to do both. Let me just check it. Each creature of your choice must make a con save, taking necrotic damage. One creature of your choice rolls one of its unspent hit die. So that, yeah, the healing is not from the spell itself. So the vampire spawn succeeds on their saving throw. So they take 6 hit points of damage.
Smells you can use a hit die.
Why did that only do? Yes, they can. Alright. Your magic spreads from Smelzy after allowing them to regenerate into this strange creature. Takes a little bit of damage off of it, but not much. And at the beginning of round 3, we're going to pause there. I am thinking about stopping, but it's ultimately up to Kel because he's the latest out of all of us. How you feeling on time? Yeah, that's all good. We've already gone 20 minutes over what it was originally planned anyway, so thank you for that. So we'll pause it there. We'll pick it up again next week. Not next week, 2 weeks.
2 weeks from now I'm actually still here, so that works.
2
One
weeks
after
from now
I'm
is
the 10th.
the 10th of July. Well, I got no excuse to not be there. It's my birthday.
Oh, what?
Week off. It's my birthday week off.
Well, that's an excuse.
Is it your actual birthday?
Birthday week off. Like I'm off work for that week.
Try and get you a gift.
Nah, it's all good, bro. Trust me. I know you.
That's alright. You're still gonna get something. Somehow. Somewhere. Some way.
But yeah, I do need to get a little bit. Sorry about last time. I was like really annoying. Like, you're good, bro. Hopefully you guys are all good better now.
Yeah, you...
Oh yeah, I'm all better. So
Good. Good. Glad you're better. You get some more rest. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Good night.
yeah, I gotta wake up 7 hours. So
Yeah, you should go to bed too.
At what time do you start work?
5:30.
I got work 4 hours after that, so 11 hours? I don't know, man.
I don't work tomorrow.
I work, I get back, and then I finish up down at the Norwich area.
You have a job at the moment, Killer.
Yeah, streaming.
Fair enough.
It's my pseudo job. It's not a real job.
Cool enough. You put in hours and time in.
Yeah, I get up at 6, have breakfast, start. I don't stop until bedtime. Not.
Any people watching?
My maximum at the moment has been 4, but I've only got like 2 or 3. Well, I've got 1 regular and 2 or 3 others that pop in and out.
What type of games are you streaming?
A lot of Darktide at the moment because there's the new release for it, the Skatari. Also doing Helldivers. I'm also doing the D&D here. Probably do some PZ as well. Once things calm down with Darktide, I'll probably start streaming things like As We Descend, which is a roguelike, and War Tales, which is a party management RPG. I've been doing episodes of Gears Tactics, a couple missions at a time, and doing Gears Horde mode as well. So a bit of everything, really, whatever I've got available.
Nice, man. Well, don't forget about us little guys when you make it big.
Make it big, you're funny. And I'd never forget about you guys, because D&D will be here forever until you guys decide to piss it off. Hopefully never, but if and when. You get sick of my shit. It might be. You might all get killed by these mists.
I believe in the power of holy movement.
Yeah. Good night.
Like,
Bye. Alrighty, stream. Well, that is the end of the session for tonight. We'll be back again in 2 weeks. So hit up a subscribe button on Twitch, or a like and subscribe, not subscribe, a follow button on Twitch, sorry, or a like and subscribe on YouTube. We'll be back again in 2 weeks, which I don't check in the date now because I'm not prepared like I should be. Which will be the 10th of July at the same time, 6:30 to 9:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time will be the next session of this Unclaimed Lands. And I'll be streaming, as I mentioned, every single day during the weekday, Monday to Friday, and probably some on Sunday, depending on what I've got planned of all the other games that I've been streaming. So yeah, hit that button, and we'll see you next time. Catch you then.
The silhouette's burning, embers rising high. Like a chemical fire, the flame won't die. Intertwine, darling, you and I. And my heart beats cold, but you can choose to stay full and go. Did I lose my mind into Mercury? Yes, and I know the reason why. Barely scratching the surface. This obsession of mine